Why are so many dogs struggling with health issues, and even dying too soon? World-famous actress and passionate animal advocate Katherine Heigl says the answer may be hiding right inside your dog's food bowl. She reveals that the way most kibble and canned foods are cooked can release harmful compounds that may trigger problems like stiff joints, itchy skin, bad breath, and even those dreaded mushy poops. But here's the exciting part. Heigl and her team say they have discovered canine superfoods, simple foods and herbs that could help transform your dog's health, from smoother digestion to fresher breath to more energy and mobility. And she's sharing exactly what every dog owner needs to know in a free, short video. If your dog licks their paws, eats grass, has tummy troubles, or just isn't acting like they used to, you need to see this. Watch Katherine Heigl's free video now at undertowpet.com. That's undertowpet.com. Your dog's health will thank you.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
Welcome back to Undertow, Realm's podcast of the weird and the wicked. I'm your host, Fred Greenhalgh, here for the second part of our journey with RM Renfield into the depths of his bloody madness. Last week, we met a boy from a somewhat ordinary Victorian family, domineering father, overprotective mother, maybe, predilection for eating things raw, and ogling blood, we got that too. Oh, and also an absolutely terrifying voice coming into his mind from across the ocean. Sure, everything's fine there. And our last episode, Renfield had just finished snacking on a live spider, and as we hear more bits from his confessional recording in the asylum, we'll learn more about what his dark premonition was all about. This is The Bloody Life of RM Renfield, Part 2, written by Marty Ross, starring Harry Myers and Sarah Whitehouse, directed by Sarah Golding, in a Wireless Theater Limited production. Here we go.
I don't recall ever having ate anything living before. Even the mussels fresh from their shell, that blood on the workroom floor, seemed suddenly second-hand. You had to crunch through the heart of this meal to make a meal of it at all. And even then, it gave a last dance as it slid over the tongue. It was as its wriggle lost itself in my belly that I noticed the crunch of my teeth through its shell still hanging in the air. The only sound, indeed, I could hear. The sea had fallen silent. I looked down from the cliff top. The black waters still rose and settled, And in the town below, among its gaslights, figures strolled the quays, spilled in and out of the pubs, emptied fish and chip wrappers. But none of it, anywhere, made a sound. Then a new sound came to me. Set against that silence, I could hardly be sure if it came from far off or from just behind the nearest headstone. It sounded, I suppose, distant. Yet I caught its every detail. A creak. Rope? Wood? Damp wood, damp rope. Rats scurrying tap-a-tap-tap on plankings. The boom of thumps slaps on wood. Watery. Sea? Rough sea? Rougher than this somewhere? Not the sea heard from outside. No, inside, a wooden wall away. A thin wall. Creaking. We'll all be sunk. Feet running. Thump in rubber boots. Along the gangways, up the steps. Slam, rattle. Doors open, doors close, and then the wind blows them open again. A panic, all in a panic. Voices, shout. What are we going to... But not English. No, funny words. Gob-stopping sentences. Jularamata, Tinkoan, Karapolska, it's Nabra. Foreigners, funny lot, in a fright about some foreign thing. Some foreign thing blowing our way. Deep down, below the thump of the waves, the squeal, the metal creak of a lamp hung from the creaking ceiling. Oh, the rats are celebrating Christmas Day down here. Backward somersaults and carols screeched round the manger. There's a box, a mumble inside, mouth nuzzling earth, black dirt tasting of home. Is it? Sending a message to me? Beg pardon. To me? No, I'm only a word. A single word. Stretching out the syllables. Yes, I hear what? Repeat. Holy Writ, is it? Holy? Is it? Oh, yes. First syllable. Try. I realised I was still on the cliff top, the graveyard, and the dead were all around me. The Whitby dead. All standing by their graves, white in the light of the stars, skins of cracking plaster, faces sagged into tooth-eaten screams, infant molesting grins, jaggedly toothed, untoothed, lopsided stances where the leg bones were running short, garments rotted to dumb slavers of cloth or fresher by far than the bodies inside, children, little skull faces in bonnets and dresses, flicking vertebrae at me like catapulted peas. Less of that. Captains, trawlermen, cabin boys, a net full of old sea dogs, bones of fish, spikes, and big head hanging from an eye hole, a mouth gape nested on a pelvis. Fine ladies of the town splayed wider, rawer than a tuppenny whore, or nun-like, Carmelite white in the simplicity of their bony robes. Holy men, dog collars hanging like chewed throats. Shop owners and other men of business, ragged long since as the rats they set their traps for. Women bald, but for such thatch as might cling to a hairbrush. Blokes with rusty moustaches, drooping clean to their ankles. They, all of them, those pesky children too, finished taking in the sight of me, then looked beyond, out to sea. And there grew from within their hollow guts a call that swelled and spilled out into the night, filling it in an echo of mine, but faster. An echo I now echoed myself. We called. And something split inside my head, and the dark world went quiet, and I fell into sandy softness. I felt a cold tide surge about me and called, I'm drowning! But the words turned to salt and foam and bubbled from my mouth.
Breakfast?
What? I woke to daylight, bright blue, and the waves washing towards me there on the beach. The beach at the foot of the cliff. Had I fallen all that way? And there, on the sands, stepping towards me.
That you there? Redsy?
Can you, Doctor, can you hear? That voice, her voice, Cassie, my sister, see her? Like I see.
There you are! At last! Been looking all over. Hey, you got them all in a to-do back at the digs, dear brother, I'll tell you that.
Cassie? My little sister, what are you doing here?
What am I doing, Redsy? Having a break from the usual narkery. My Bert's up this way, chasing some handicap at York races. Suggested I get out of his way. Seeing how as you lot was holidaying just up the road. Got here late last night. Found myself a hole in the wall just round the corner from you lot. Showed up for breakfast. Just in time to get an earful off Ma over the panic you caused with your nocturnal disappearance.
Oh, yes.
An all-nighter, Redsy. That's not like you.
No, Cass. It isn't, is it?
So? What happened? It's gone 8 in the morning, Redsy.
Is it? Oh, well, I'll explain it all later. As soon as we get back and I get, a decent plate of, healthy English bacon and eggs in my belly. For I am so hungry.
Of course you are, you poor blighter. Snagged your whole life long to Ma and Pa and the misery they wove up between them. I at least got away.
Yes, of course.
Not that being married 20 years to a dodgy turf merchant from Walthamstow is so splendid an escape. I does feel guilty sometimes.
Guilty, Cass?
Well, so often it's the daughter of the house has to stick around, her parents skivvy for the rest of her life. Instead, running away like that, scarce out of pigtails. I went and landed you, didn't I, with all the drudgery? From running the shop to running the house to wriggling poor old Pa in and out of his soiled underwear. And I feel sorry for you sometimes, in prison there, you poor bastard.
Imprisoned? Yes, I suppose. But prisoners, Cass, why, I suppose they go mad if they can't at least see some sprig of greenery within squinting distance of the bars of their cell. And that's what you've always been to me. Proof there can be a life beyond being, of all miserable things in this world, Renfield.
I does love you, big brother.
Love, Cass? What would that be when it's at home?
Why don't we get you back to your little home from home up there on the West Cliff before things get any worse, eh?
Of course. Home from home. Now let's see if I can't smooth the troubled waters. Is that another bruise there on your cheek, Cass?
A bruise?
Yeah, another going away gift from your Bert.
Of course not. Of course not. It's a touch of sunburn. See, yeah, so forth. Maybe I'll stop off at my digs, put on a bit more face powder. You go ahead and pacify Mother, if you can. Redvers, it's been pandemonium, like the fall of Troy, only worse. Where were you?
I went for a walk, Mother, and got a little distracted.
Well, we've been distracted, Redvers. Distracted by your poor father's bowels being left to their own devices the whole night long.
Young Redvers made a fool of himself. Ran off like a schoolboy. Said he said a friend. Thinking pirates gone and had him. Pirates have him. Not likely. Not the Bellas.
At least Endurance has been here. Not like you.
Can't even look after his own family. Poor old Papa shot himself. Half dead with diarrhea. What kind of son is that?
Endurance! I'm sorry, Mother.
Sorry you won't mop up that mess, Redvers. Your poor father. Meanwhile, there's my own mind racing swift as his bowels with thoughts of what's become of you. Had you been murdered, stabbed by mountebanks and flung in the ocean with your pocket turned out?
I told you. I simply went for a walk, a long walk.
Well, while you was walking, me and the parakeet was stuck in here, listening to the thunder in your father's bowels. That's only a thin wall in between that room there and this room here, you know. How was I supposed to sleep? And then that odour, creeping under the connecting door like the snake in that story what had a go at Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
And
Mother.
I had to cope with it, Redvers, me, with my delicacies. At 3 a.m.
Of course.
Wriggling him out of his nightshirt, washing him down. You know, I thought to find such things. Heaven knows the sight of him naked was bad enough when we were both young and fit. Now, one might as well be laying out the corpse of a dead animal what's gone all loose at the back end. A corpse that stares, Redvers. And anything to do with the male privates, soiled or otherwise, well, it's your duty, Redvers, not mine.
Yes, Mother, yes, I'm aware it's my duty. When has anyone ever shouldered it on my behalf? Has the dear old boy been bathed? No? Well, then I shall bathe him. Shaved? Well, I shall do that too. No, don't worry about me getting any breakfast. Such matters can wait. Till doomsday, if necessary. You're coming, Papa. Your little lad'll set gleaming any parts of you too nasty for Mamma to get a hand on. Excuse me, Mother. Cassie'll be around any moment. Face powdered like a porcelain doll. Meanwhile, bath time for the less beauteous parts of dear old Pater Seraphicus. There we go, Father. In your sink. Water warm enough? Enough lather off the soap here? You have your shitty old hide shining like a new penny. What's that, Papa? Bad night? Sorry about that. I wish I could have been here. Better things to do, alas, than mop up the spillings from your mouldy arse. What's that, Papa? Want to hear what your boy got up to? Well, let me tell you, while I works up a bit more lather and start shaving them whiskery jowls of yours. My night, you see, was positively revelatory. Astonishing, Pa, the things you can stumble across in a quiet seaside town. Let me just soap up that toothless jaw of yours while I explain. There a fellow is, you see, stuck like a fly on a fly strip in yet another family holiday that's no getaway at all. The ocean, outside his window, ancient deities howling across it, and still he can't get away from chatter and boiled mince and soiled underwear. Now, where did I put that razor? Oh, yes. Just let me sharpen it up a bit. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. And then suddenly the darkness speaks to that fellow. Says, hello, there's another life here waiting for you, just over this black horizon. It's been sailing around for years, trying to catch your ear. While you were busy clattering about that shop, farting around with your father's underwear, huddling under the slap-bang wallop of all those beltings of yesteryear. You remember the beltings, Papa? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Now, chin up while I shave you. That's it. Chin up. Let me get at you. Hey? Smooth as a child's bottom, you be. A child what hasn't been smacked and bloodied with a leather belt, certainly. What's that, Pa? Oh, yes, indeed. I don't usually talk like this, do I? Not even with you so far past the power of shouting me down. Still less of raising a hand. A devoted son, haven't I? Or an unquestioning one, which is good enough. So you thought, perhaps, behind those king in his castle eyes. the wrong. You can't imagine the questions that have fissed in this head of mine over the years. But I kept my mouth shut, thinking them the sort of questions that could never have answers. Not in a life like mine. Suddenly, out of the dark, something answered. Out of the grey murk of my existence, something spoke in red. Red, Pa. Red, you see? Smell, feel like a red what's blossoming all of a sudden all over this shaving foam. Red, see? Not sandy grey diarrhea. Crimson, scarlet. The lovely ruby of red blood. These rubies I'm cutting out that rancid old sack of your hide. You're going to die, Pa. They all are, if necessary. I'm gonna razor my way out of this life pronto. Now, today. That's it, Pa. Hurry up, Pa, and be on your way. Oh, my. Pa has a spurt on. A spurt. Oh, dear God. It's all right, Father. Don't fret. Here you go. I threw that nasty old razor away. Nicked you, did I? Oh, just a touch. Don't worry. No damage done. No damage done. You're all right, Pa. Don't worry. No, just don't tell anyone. Not Mama, certainly. No. Please, Pa. I'm sorry. I'll sort it out. The razor slipped. Just a fraction. Accidents happen. Honestly, Pa. Tricky business shaving. And I've not had my breakfast. There we are, Pa. All tickety-boo once again. Oh, water's still warm. Yeah. Why don't you just lie there. Have a soak. Good for you, Pa. Good for you. Soothe your shattered nerves. No, Pa, don't stare so. Just lie there and I do love you, Father. Beg pardon, unmanly. Beg pardon, but I do. Couldn't you hear me all these years when I screeched it in your face? Couldn't you hear the screech? You hear now, don't you? That's the main thing. Back on track, you and me. You just wallow a little in that lovely warm water. I'll sort everything out. Everything. Now, while you lie there relaxing, I'll just get some breakfast.
Hi there, Fred here. As the weather has gotten colder, I will tell you, unabashedly, my key to staying cozy is a result of two of my favorite pieces from Quince. I alternate between a flow-knit performance zip hoodie and a 100% Mongolian cashmere, also zip hoodie, both in black. I'm a simple man, I know, but simple is important when life is complicated, and both garments are go-tos that make me feel like I'm wrapped up in a warm blanket when the autumn winds start to blow. They layer really well with outdoor puffer jacket, which Quince also has, as well as nice base layers. And yeah, I've been a fan of Quince for a while. I've started reeling my other family members into buying from them. For example, my 13-year-old daughter is a huge fan of their Bella Stretch wide leg jeans, and for good reason. Their denim nails the fit and comfort that you want. And a piece I'm grateful for is that they do so at a fraction of the cost of what you'd expect to pay for something of this quality. And they partner with ethical factories, top artisans, and that keeps costs affordable by cutting out the middlemen. And as we start thinking about the holiday season, they have an amazing holiday gifts selection, including clothing, of course, but also housewares, bed and bath, stocking stuffers, travel accessories. So trust me, Quince will be on my short list for go-to holiday shopping ideas this year. Give and get timeless holiday staples that last this season with Quince. Go to quince.com/undertow for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too. That's QUINCE.com/undertow. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/undertow.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies just to see if you could save some cash? Well, Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states. The holidays are approaching, and everyone knows that this time of year, the sooner you can get things done, the better. For both shoppers and businesses, the best time to score great deals during the holidays is during that Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. And if you have your own business, whether you've been around the block a few times or this is your first year going through the holiday sale rush, the most important thing you can have is a platform that can handle everything that's about to be thrown at you. This is a crucial time for your business and your customers. And with Shopify, you can be sure that your tools and platform are ready for anything that comes your way. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names to entrepreneurs who will be participating in their first Black Friday, Cyber Monday this year. With everything else going on, you probably don't have time to spend hours poring over every little detail in your online store. That's why Shopify's thousands of templates and tools help you streamline website creation and make sure that your site isn't just aesthetically pleasing, but functional and easy to use. Shopify's expedited checkout, Shop Pay, saves customer information and reduces hassle. And the best part is that it's been proven to boost conversions, meaning you'll see less abandoned carts and more profits. You can also stress less knowing that Shopify's award-winning customer support team is on standby 24/7 to help with any issues that arise, allowing you to get back to your business as fast as possible. This Black Friday, join the thousands of new entrepreneurs hearing for the first time with Shopify. Sign up for your free trial today at shopify.com/realm. That's shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm and make this Black Friday one to remember.
You must understand, Doctor, this is all acutely difficult for me. Remembering that day. Not that, that the images are hard to come by, but, yes, yes, I understand the simple facts very well. A grey day, calm but cloudy. Cold wind for that time of year, northeasterly. Father at rest, breakfast attended to, however delayed. Black pudding and kedgeree. Toast, cold and less than crisp, plus bramble marmalade. Watery. Tea, 2 cups, a defective strainer. Mother pocketing a rasher of bacon in a napkin. Endurance spoiled rotten, as per usual. Upon retirement upstairs, request from Mother to see Father. Mother informed Father is resting. Mother accepts this, retires to her own room, Endurance squawking for his bacon. At 10:06 a.m, not 10 as promised, arrival of Cassie in the parlour downstairs, face appropriately powdered. She too acquainted with Pa's nap. Mrs. Phipps, landlady, asked to postpone tidying of room in order to facilitate said nap. Adjournment to family group, minus father to seafront. Mother wishes to browse the gift shops. We are a little short back home of porcelain ducks and rabbits. Cassie and elder brother arranged tea shop rendezvous for 12 noon, then set off for stroll on the East Beach, being low tide. Jet. Much of the cliffs above us as we walked towards the shore's remoter end, composed of said substance, form of lignite, black in appearance and amenable to carving, polishing and setting in inexpensive jewellery. Shards by our feet, seams of it towering up the cliff faces. The wind blows across the tide-bared sand. No one but us about. Grit in the eyes, between the teeth, bolting wind. The ships out there beyond that grey, churning band of nothing must be bouncing the fear of God knows what in the bellies of their crews. The box is in the hold.
Funny, ain't it? How black it is.
What's that, Cass? Oh, yes, the jet. Whitby jet. Oh, you can see your face in it, like a black mirror.
What's that, Ritzy? You're not going off on one of your tangents, are you?
Tangents, Cass?
I used to love your tangents when we were kids. The funny things you'd talk about. All them fairy tales and funny pictures in your head.
Oh, fairy tales, Cass. Is that all they ever were?
You was almost a father to me, Revlers. Better father than the real one.
Well, it was never quite that simple, was it, Cass?
What? Oh. Well. You and me and the facts of life, eh? Well, there wasn't such a crime in that, was there? I mean, you'd grown up such a terrified little gentleman. Well, I'd run a bit wild on the quiet with those sisters they sent me down the road to when Ma was having her funny turns.
You quite overwhelmed me with a few of those lessons, Cass. Is it any wonder I shrank into myself?
Oh, there you go. All my fault.
Oh, no, Cass, no. I didn't mean... how could I mean... Look, them few moments of tenderness in a world of cold savagery every other direction. No, I doubt what was between you and me made the real difference.
It was the same. I was a happy little imp, often as not. Well, you were taking your beatings, manly-like. Maybe it's justice I wound up as worn out by life as you poor sod.
You, Cass? Worn out?
I didn't tell you the whole truth, Redvers. About me and Bert. Truth is, I've left him.
Left him? Over the bruising?
What's that? That's just a symptom. The grue of it all goes deeper than that.
Is it the gambling?
That? No. I only wish he'd found better things to gamble over. Another woman? Yes. That's it, more or less.
Oh, I see.
No, you don't. That other woman being this woman here.
Hey.
I had a dream, Redvers. Just a night or two ago. Can I tell you?
A dream? Well, if you must.
There was a beach. Was it this beach here? I don't know. A beach. And you popped up out the waves in your bowler and raincoat and came sploshing towards me, water raining from your hat brim and turn-ups of your trousers. And you were calling some word I couldn't make out over the waves and the wind, except for the beginning. Dra, or dra, or da. Then you were right up next to me, smelling of the seabed, fish leaping from your overcoat pockets, standing just here, at my shoulder, both your cold, wet hands across my ears. And you were whispering something between your fingers. And the word was Demeter.
What? What? Who?
You don't know who Demeter is, Redvers. I looked it up, down in the library back in Walthamstow. The goddess of rebirth. That's who she is. The dead earth hatching. Dead. like I've been, Redvers, for so long. You took the hand that you had whispered through from my ear and pointed straight ahead, out at the sea. And I saw myself, naked and thigh-deep in the waves. Oh, don't blush. All shivering and goose-pimpled, trying to cover myself with my hands. Then the world turned dark. I looked up. The me standing with you, and the me in the water too. A ship had come over the horizon. So huge a thing it was, like an island, masts clogged with seaweed cutting through the sky. It loomed towards the shore. I saw it had a figurehead, taller than the cliffs at our back. Demeter herself, carved from damp, cracked wood, her tits all hanging out, bountiful, seaweeds dangling from her like the seven veils, conger eels writhing clear of her loins, a green smell of ocean bed. Down in the shadow of this, I saw the sea round me had turned to black velvet. Warm, rippling, soft. 2 hands, 2 arms of that velvet rose around me, took hold. Strokings all over, catchings old, diggings deep, strippings deeper than the skin, a scent, a tang, a taste, a bite, a red bite of... So I had to come, you see. I don't know why. Bert was up to his usual next morning at the breakfast table, narking me over the egg not being runny enough, smacking my cheek to make the point, demanding tea on the table at 7 as he went out the door. I sat a long time at the table and stared at my life. Then got up and left. And came in. Do you think, Redvers, you're the one up to thinking at all them funny tangents, a dream like that, it could be such a thing as a revelation?
No. You get those ideas out of your head, young lady, pronto. Revelations? For a bookie's wife from Walthamstow? Preposterous, huh? What are you suggesting, Cass? That whatever terrible, miraculous thing called out to me, drew me here, went and rattled so on my own nerves as to telegraph to semaphore, to Morse code, some semblance of my dreams down the bloodline, straight into the fantasies of my own baby sister, the only person I've ever felt close to, the only person I care about shielding from harm. Is that what you're saying?
What are you on about?
On about? No, I'm not on about nothing, Cass. Here I am, having a pleasant holiday by the sea, fun, fair and fish and chips inclusive. All right? Perhaps the odd cream tea and iced waffle thrown in. And I don't want you enjoying any of it with me. You have to go. Away from Whitby, right now.
I don't understand, Redford. I just know how that dream felt.
We're not supposed to have that kind of dream, you and me. We come from Shoreditch. Eh? We're supposed to grind our miserable lives out, making do and asking no more. And in that spirit, I suggest you get back to your dolt of a husband and make the most of the misery he brings you.
But he hits me, Redford.
Oh, what husband doesn't? Comes under the heading of conjugal rights and can, I believe, add extra spice to the general connubial bliss.
How would you know what's never been married, nor a woman likewise?
I know what's coming here, and I know it might offer you more than an affectionately bruised cheek.
What do you know? Tell me.
No? I don't know nothing.
But you said...
I was teasing you. Yeah, like when we was kids. Fairy tales. Nonsense. There's nothing to be known. It's all just dreams, nonsense, fancies.
But it felt so real, Redvers. Those hands of velvet. That kiss.
No. Now, quiet. Cass, quiet. Now, I won't hear you say such things. I won't hear them coming out this pretty little throat of yours. My little sister, falling under such a spell. Prattling of that touch. A kiss. No. It's my duty to protect you. Protect you I will. If I have to. The moment may have come for me to burrow among worms, to chew the truth out of dead men's marrow. But not you. I want my baby sister to be my baby sister, and to be white and pure. Not red and black, not white and just white and Cassie? Cassie? The worst fellow in the world. That's what I was. Her? Oh, she was beautiful. Lying there on the wet sand in that lonely nook of beach, she almost seemed to be smiling up past me, up at the top of the cliff, where the dead were restless, or at the grey sky, whose clouds seemed to be dragging the far side of the horizon closer. Like she was making a joke, it almost looked, out of the tide creeping, hissing, swashing, surging around her, around me. Cold. Cassie! Can you, Doctor, can you hear these voices? Their voices? Cass, father, mother? That machine of yours there, is it catching them, recording them like it's catching me? Those voices, they're not just in my head, are they? Are they?
What's that, Rivers? Voices? What's she on about?
What? Mother? Here?
Where else should I be? I said I'd meet you here. Though between you and me, this scone is less than fresh.
What? Oh, yes, the tea shop.
You're early, though. I've barely put my 2 sugars in.
Early?
From the beach. 12 you two was to meet me here.
Oh, yes. Well,
Are your trousers wet?
Wet? Yes. Caught on the hop by the incoming tide, alas.
No wonder you're getting funny looks off them ladies, carving up that Dundee cake in the window nook. Moist trousers, indeed.
Yes, I must look aside.
I hope our Cassandra didn't get her hem wet. Twice as unbecoming for a young lady to go about with dripping skirt.
Yes, Mother, I'm afraid the tide caught her out too.
Where is she, anyway?
Where? I told her to go straight back to her guest house, change out of her wet things. Said I'd come on here, catch up with you. I'll wait while you finish your tea and scones. Me? No, Mama, I'm not hungry. Not just at the moment. I walked her up the west cliff, up by the great set of whale's jawbones overlooking the bay. How beautiful she looked. The sea wind teasing strands of pinned-up hair from beneath her bonnet, twirling them in the open air. How dark and young they might have been taken for. Inside, Mrs. Phipps complaining about the odour from upstairs, and could she please give the room, mine and Pa's, a good tidy and open the window. Later, says I, when Papa's completed his nap. Meaning, piss off, you old crone. Plus that parrot is making a racket, she calls after us. I lead Mother upstairs. Endurance, ensconced in her room, a racket is indeed making. Screeching, squawking.
Tis jolly here by the sea. Stinks of blood and smell of wee. Left with Pa, old soul to watch. See him sink in bloody water's clutch.
What's that? What's that bird on about now?
Oh, nothing, Mamma, nothing. The usual nonsense.
Blood, was it? Something about bloody?
No, nothing, Mamma, I told you. Endurance has had his cage lined once too often with old copies of the Illustrated Police News.
What's that smell?
Smell, Mamma? It's my damp clothing, perhaps?
No, it ain't that. For I'd already got used to that stink when it was putting me off Miss Scone and clotted cream. Something else. Is it coming from through by, next door? Yours and your father's room?
What? Oh,
Has he had another accident? Oh, it smells worse than last night.
Pa is napping, Mamma. You needn't fret. I'll go and check on him just in a second. But first, Mamma, there is something I must share with you.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
No, you wouldn't, would you? You stay here. Keep Endurance company. Back in a tick.
Faithful son, off he trots. Wipe the filth from father's part. Unless today it's piled too high and family harmony's got to die.
Hush that bird. Oh.
Well, things are going great for Renfield. He's proving to be quite the sweetheart, the family man, and, okay, maybe prone to a little bit of ultraviolence when hot blind rage comes upon him, possibly related to the voice in his head that goes by something Drak, I don't know what that might be. Someone on a ship called the Demeter with supernatural powers and obsession with blood. I'm sure this is all going to go great. Well, blood has been spilled. Renfield's inevitable fate will come closer to him. We'll experience this all in the unnerving and inevitable end next week, Part 3, The Bloody Life of RM Renfield. The Bloody Life of RM Renfield was written by Marty Ross, starring Harry Myers and Sarah Whitehouse, produced, directed, and edited by Sarah Golding, with sound design by Fiona Thrale and Oliver Morris. Recorded at ID Studios London, The Bloody Life of RM Renfield is a Wireless Theatre Limited original production. Undertow is a production of Realm, hosted by Fred Greenhalgh, executive producers Fred Greenhalgh and Molly Barton. Thanks for listening, and stay spooky.
The Harbingers is a fiction podcast about the first two magicians of our modern era. Adam and Amy were both grad students studying a long-dead language, academic rivals, and brief paramours.
Yes, I found her attractive, and we went out one time.
If you suddenly had the power and influence to change the world, how would you use it?
Literally the only thing that's a wrong answer to the question, what do you do if you get magic powers, is exactly the same fucking thing you would be doing if you didn't get the goddamn magic power.
The Harbingers is a new fiction podcast from the mind of Gabriel Urbino, creator of Wolf 359. If you like magical rivals, political machinations, snappy dialogue, and dreaming of saving the world, The Harbingers is a show for you.
So, now what?
You can find The Harbingers in all the places you usually find podcasts.
Every horror film hides a secret. Behind the killers, the haunted houses, and the urban legends, there's a true story.
Welcome to the Fear Archive, the podcast that digs through case files and cult classics to uncover the real crimes that inspired your favorite horror movies. We're funny, we're obsessive, and we're not afraid to get our hands dirty.
Because the films, pure fiction. But the bodies, they're always real.
The Fear Archive, a Violet Hour media podcast.
Follow now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.